Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Southern Life. Today we're going to tour... Is that a deer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Today we're going to tour Millbrook. We're just going to drive through it, actually. Millbrook is between Prattville and Wetumpka, two really nice cities. So anything to the left of us is already Prattville. So that's Prattville right over there on the left. And everything on the right is Millbrook. So being right next to Prattville, a city that has, well, you can see the Bass Pro Shop right there, Publix, just everything you need for suburban living. Millbrook is a very affordable suburban place. I mean, it's one of the cheapest places you can live and still be in the suburbs. There's a bunch of hotels here on the exit, just north of Montgomery.
You know we're supposed to go to Prattville for two things?
What do you need?
Office Depot and Publix.
You can do that later.
I could do it later.
Yeah, you can definitely do it. There's a sign that says welcome to Millbrook.
Yep. There's El Cerrito.
And Cerrito Mexican restaurant, and you can actually get back into Montgomery through here as well. We're on the Alabama River Road. You can actually go, keep going straight and end up in Montgomery again. But there's a toll road if you keep going this way. That's why we came up the interstate. You'll notice there's a lot of litter on the side of the road. That's one of the negatives about this area. I don't know why people litter so much out here. I just came back from Mississippi, which is not really another greatly rated state by critics, but at least they don't litter as much as they do here. This state litters a lot. In this particular region of the state, people litter a lot. I don't know why, because it's a beautiful area. You can see there's pine trees. Not sure why people litter here, but they do. There's a log trucks going into Prattville for the paper company, I'm pretty sure that's what they do. I might be wrong about that. That's just my guesstimate. But yeah, it's a really affordable place. It's nothing special. I mean, it's just affordable. An affordable suburb in an affordable metropolitan area. People here don't like when you say the word suburb, but it's what it is. I mean, you're just outside of a big city. That makes you a suburb. People don't like that term here too much. But, you know, it's attached to a bigger city, so debatable, whatever. We're on Cobb Ford, and up ahead it turns into the Alabama River. We're about to take a north turn on Main Street. Main Street kind of goes to the center of town, but this is like the old side of the city. Most of the businesses are on Highway 14 that goes east to west. And we'll intersect that up ahead. Here's another sign that says welcome to Millbrook. It's the second one we've seen. So technically Millbrook starts way over there, but this is actually Millbrook. There's a house here that they've been trying to sell for a while. It just needs a lot of work. It's a lot of properties here that are vacant. This Millbrook, this part of town, like the main part of the city, is not exactly the most glamorous looking place. Most of the nicer stuff is once you head into past 14 into the, further out. This is kind of like the older side of the city. We come here to get our car washed. There's a few car washes. They do a really good job too. There's this market here, which is kind of like a grocery store, but we went there one time and the smell was really bad in there. I didn't really like it too much. It seemed very primitive. There's still a barbecue place here on the left, which just passed. We haven't gone to that yet. What's up with this flag?
Mardi Gras.
Oh, Mardi Gras? Yeah, that's pretty big up here, ain't it?
Yeah, they had it in Mississippi too.
Well, people think it has to do with New Orleans, but allegedly it started in Mobile, Alabama. I got these Mardi Gras flags everywhere. Interesting. Anyways, but I didn't like that market very much, so we do our shopping on Publix over in Prattville. So that's the place we need to go to get our cart to see if we can find somebody to do carpet. Do you want carpet or tile? You said you wanted to do tile, right?
We could try. We should try it at least.
He's trying. Here's the city of Millbrook, City Hall. And there's like a walking park there on the left. That's really nice. I like to go there. And then there's like a little creek and everything. That's really nice. It's a nice little walking park. So it's kind of like a big walking park. It's nice. We gotta try that. Here's another car cabinet. Oh, this is a cabinet place. There's a Hummer there. Another gas station. There's a lot of gas stations here.
Yeah.
Climate control storage. There's some nicer houses on this side right here, but there's also a few like abandoned looking houses too. So it's kind of like there's a few really old houses around here. And you can tell they're like at least 100 years old. So once you get to here, the houses are a little bit nicer. Yards are a little bit bigger. You see it like this one's been fixed up really pretty. Here the yards are a little bit bigger. But that's the one right there. I think that's it right there. That's the one that's for sale. One of these is over here. They're asking like I think 100,000, but they haven't been able to sell it forever. It's got a pool and the pool's in bad shape. But once you get to about here, you can start to see like the houses and neighborhoods get a little bit nicer right around here. Is that a residential? Is that a post? That's a post office. You need to go to a post office, but you can do it later.
It's not the post office I need to go to. I need to go.
Whatever it is, you do that. Whatever it is, you can do it. I'm tired.
Okay.
We didn't finish till like 1 in the morning last night. I didn't finish till 1 in the morning. I'll be up at 8 today. I
went to bed early.
I slept maybe 4 hours last night. I want to go home and take a nap.
While he's napping, I'll do my errands.
No. You're gonna go out in the truck. I don't want to drive my SUV. I saw
nice drive.
Oh yeah, I saw how you were driving. You can't be driving like that in my SUV. Actually, not even the truck. I'm afraid to let you drive the truck. I might just hire Uber to drive you around.
Don't be a jerk.
I saw you driving. Would you let somebody who drives like you drive your vehicle if you had a vehicle?
I don't let anybody drive my vehicle other than you.
Oh, okay. So right around here, like once you get to like almost to 14, it gets a little bit nicer. You start to see a little bit bigger houses and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, the center of town's nothing glamorous. There's a little shed place here. I want to get one of these carport looking things. They also do plumbing and a few other things here. I want to get one of those buildings so bad. You got a little bit of a hill here. Got to climb up over a hill. Now we get to 14. And 14, actually the temperature today according to my car is 76 degrees. And it's noon right about now, so that's not bad. Here's a tire service. Don't seem like there's anybody over there though. Not sure. How much do the apartments here rent for, Kate?
About 6 to 900.
6 to 900, that's not far. Robinson Springs Church, it's a really old church right there. There's a Walgreens, CVS, Winn-Dixie. So when you get to 14, 14's got everything. McDonald's, Mexican restaurants, shopping, and you can grab on 14 and head back to Prattville too. So if you go the other way, you can go to Prattville. So always a little bit of congestion and traffic right here because there's a lot of stuff, a huge area heading ahead of us. Millbrook, some parts of Prattville technically, and Deatsville, and just kind of different areas kind of combined back here. And the only way to get in is this road right here. So Diesel Highway has a lot of traffic going in. You see a lot of work trucks coming through here too. So again, you're between Wetumpka. Right here, if you go to the left, you go to Prattville. If you go to the right, you go to Wetumpka. So you got a lot of traffic, a lot of commercial traffic, work trucks and stuff, which is not a bad thing. When you go to an area, you see a lot of work trucks and stuff, that means there's money moving. So, but yeah, this Diesel Highway has a little bit of traffic. So, behind us is Main Street. Moving forward, it turns into Diesel Highway because it goes up to the. Oh man, it's a po-po.
You didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing. I don't even know what they came out here for. You know I didn't do nothing. But yeah, I mean, there's all types of stuff here on 14. Speed limit's 35, and you better go 35. This area is always patrolled. I've never seen a stretch of road that's more patrolled than this little stretch right here. There's a front porch restaurant. We've yet to go to it.
I want to go.
I've never been to it. It's always packed now, so it must be good.
They got a drive-through window.
Oh, they got a drive-through as well. Well, we almost went to the right. We kind of did, yeah.
You see these casita things?
What are these things? Yeah.
They call them casitas.
Little houses.
Over there, yeah, little houses. They rent for $1,400.
Oh, they're houses?
900.
900?
No, they're businesses.
Oh, businesses. Like to start a little restaurant or something.
No.
There's a golf course or a little shop or something.
Like an office.
Office space.
I guess you could live in it too, I guess. You can either live in it or run a business or something.
So these apartments here, what do these rent for?
6 to 900.
6 to 900 Rolling Hills. Rolling Hills is alright. These apartments here had a really bad reputation. But from what I hear, they're getting better. From what I hear. They're getting better. There's Millbrook Point right there. These are affordable apartments. This little area is kind of hot right here, believe it or not. It doesn't look like it is, but it kind of is. Not sure why. I guess it's the apartments.
But I guess they're starting to cool down.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be from what I hear. But well, you can get an apartment for what, $600 a month?
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
And they're very nice.
Yeah. I haven't been inside of those yet. I've been in the Rolling Hills one. They're really nice inside.
I saw pictures online.
This house sold right here. Remember this one?
Yeah.
Can't believe that house sold.
They're fixing it up.
Yeah. So once you get to about right here, it's all kind of more suburban. It kind of turns into like real suburbs right around here, you know.
Yeah.
It's newer developments and stuff. You can still get a house out here for. I've seen houses sell right here for $107,000. Again, nothing glamorous about this area. It's definitely nothing glamorous. This is not a glamorous thing. It's just a normal, affordable place to live. Right here, you got another walking park right here. So you got another.
There was a walking park there.
Yeah, there's a walking park right there.
Huh. I'm gonna have to go walking there.
Yeah, it's not too far. A walking park there, and boom, you can see her into the woods now. Notice how much litter there is out here, which is incredible because it's a really beautiful area. I don't know what type of person would litter in a place like this, but it's definitely disheartening to see litter in a place like this because it's really, really pretty out here. You go down this rolling hill right here. Sometimes I'll hit 70 miles an hour going down this hill. I'm sure you're not supposed to go that fast down this hill. But you can see how much litter there is on the side of the road. It kind of makes you wonder what type of person would litter in a place like this. There's a creek here called Kennel Creek. And you got Kennel Road. This is Trailer Park. Notice it's spelt wrong. They spelled trailer wrong. street to the left. It's called Trailer Park, but they spelt trailer wrong. Look at how much garbage is littered here. I don't know if it's because the garbage cans get spilled over, and I don't know, maybe the garbage cans get knocked over, or I don't know what it is, but there's so much litter out here, it's incredible. It's actually depressing to drive through here. And then once you're here, that's Deatsville. We're going to go this way on Merrick. But that's Deatsville town limits, so if you keep going that way, we're in Deatsville. But this is kind of Millbrook, I guess. But then Millbrook and Deatsville out here, and once you get to like the suburbs, they kind of trade off back and forth between one and the other, so it's kind of hard to tell where one starts and one ends. And if you keep going the other way, Prattville, Deatsville, Millbrook, all those city limits are just kind of a mess out here. So sometimes I'll work for somebody out here and they'll have a Millbrook address or a Prattville or a Deatsville. I mean, I've seen Deatsville addresses that are closer to Prattville and Prattville addresses that are closer to Deatsville. So it's really a mess. I'm not sure what they're going for. I wonder if a truck is. Let me get me. Everybody's got a truck out here. See that truck right there? Nice truck. See how it's backwards?
Mm-hmm.
When it's backwards like that, it kind of makes you wonder if they're not using it. I want to get me an old Chevy truck, and I know you're excited about an old Chevy truck too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're both excited about this. We're going to do it soon.
Jose,
Yeah.
we're not doing it.
What do you mean then? You can get a house out here for what, 140, 150?
Yeah.
That's incredible. And you're right at the edge of the metropolitan area. If you keep going that way, you got Deatsville, which is totally rural. You know it's all city limits. There's some graffiti there. I don't know what it means. I'm not really familiar with the street stuff here because I just live here. I didn't grow up here, so I don't know what the stuff means. But that's definitely, I would assume, has some type of significance. But you can get a house out here for 160, 140, 150, the cheaper ones. Some of these bigger houses are probably not even 180. I mean, this area is really affordable. Now, I think we're now in Deatsville. I don't know. Millbrook, Deatsville, it all kind of. But once you get to here, you're definitely now on the edge of the metropolitan area, you know. And they're building new houses out here. They'll build you one of these newer houses on an acre for like $240. So it's really affordable. And these subdivisions here are very mixed. The rural parts are not, but the subdivisions are. So it's kind of odd how, you know, like the newer subdivisions are mostly mixed, but the rural parts, like this stuff on the right, is not. It's more country people. But there it is. That's a tour of Millbrook. It's just about to Deatsville. I think there's some really nice rural properties off this road. Kimrick. I think these are like 1 acre plots out here for sale. I love these windy, cloudy days. Don't you like these days like this?
I love them.
So it's really beautiful country here. Once you get to like the outskirts of Millbrook on the north side, you get stuff like this. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. These houses are probably going to be in the 200s. They're a little bit bigger. The yards are bigger. So I definitely recommend this area. Especially like the you know, like if you're like Millbrook is nice if you end up in one of these areas like this, you know. If you end up kind of in a suburban looking area. I wouldn't recommend the areas that are already older because they're people that they've lived here forever, so they're locals from whenever, you know. So if you're moving in from another state or another region of the country, you don't want to end up in a neighborhood. You want to end up in a suburb, because in the neighborhood, you know, it's already people that have been there forever, and you probably don't want that. You probably want to end up out, you know, out in one of these type of places. So there it is. That's a drive to the Millbrook area. I hope you guys liked it. As you can see, it's nice in the suburban areas. For this one's a for sale by owner. Looks like they just built it to sell it. That is odd. They built it to sell it, I guess. They're not even done with it. They're already selling it. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, it's nice out here. It really is. We came in through here, right? And you can see the water tower. You can see some hills. These are real pretty right here. They're nice and up on a hill, and they got a nice view. There's a little bit of terrain here. From our house, we can see kind of some mountains like this. We can see a lake. So it's a really pretty area. It really is. Again, my advice to anybody moving out here would be to end up in a rural area like this, where it's like suburban rural. But it's an area that's like this, where it's a newer development. I don't recommend you moving to an older established neighborhood, because there's people that they've lived there forever and they don't like change, you know. So you're better off in a more like this right here, you know. I think these lots aren't too expensive either. Some of them are real steep, and you could probably get them for less because the land's less usable. But this is kind of, undeveloped yet. There's some parts like this where they built the roads, the lots. And they all have city water. If you notice, they all have city water. Somebody dumped some garbage. That's pretty crappy. But they all have city water. If you pay attention real carefully, you'll see that in front of the houses there's the little city water things. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go.